Happy Friday. I'm really back among the vertical now. Oh, God. All right. Woo, let's start off with the card of the day, the Way of Positive Change Facebook, Instagram, and Blue Sky. I'm still floundering on Blue Sky. Please find me. You can find me because it is Way Positive Change. It's not it's Way Positive Change. Thank you. I appreciate it. I managed to, even though I woke up in a pool of drool, each time I had the surgery, oh my God. But I managed to do card of the day every single day. It was not easy. So I just want to thank everyone that was there with me. And today we have the Eight of Swords. So sometimes we can overthink things and go into analysis paralysis. And when we get that going on, sometimes it's best to just pick 3 top things you want to accomplish, the whole day. Maybe 1 by noon and 2 by the afternoon, or just, shoot for the top 2 if you don't get up early enough. But just try to take control of your thinking, okay? And I also wanted to take a moment, because I forgot last time, a few of you sent me get well presents from my Amazon wish list. And Patricia L., Yvonne W., Robin B., and Kimberly K. Okay, so I just wanted to say thank you. That was very sweet of you. And you guys know, when you don't feel good and someone thinks of you, it's very healing. It's very helpful and very loving. And we're all in this together, right? I mean, we're all here together, but not in my dental surgery together. That's kidding. All right, Lori. Okay. Our members class is going well. I managed to do that. That was my first class back for our mini readings and our psychic development in our members class. And if you've joined and I haven't caught up with everything, please forgive me. Please text me your email so I can add you to Sunday's class. And our tarot class is going well. We did another class last night, so that's all going well. Now, I've been hearing a lot of things about the 3-day of darkness thing. Now, 2 years ago, listen, I know it was 2 years ago, I was listening to some channelers, some people who channel perceived entities or whatever, whoever they're channeling, whoever I channel. And they were saying there was going to be 3 days of darkness, and this was like before the end time or giant change or something like that. And I thought, what the heck are you? Just like, what in the cornbread hell are you talking about? And I remember writing it down in my gratitude journal, and it didn't happen. And I was texting with Mystery Achiever, and it was like, I think it was a year and a half ago, 2 years ago. I have to go find, I know what 2 of the women looked like, so I'm going to have to go back as soon as I feel completely up to. I'm not quite there yet. So I'm catching up on my work. It isn't good to push yourself when you're still just trying to get your mojo back. Okay, so, but then some of you texted me that Susan Lynn had mentioned the Godfather, and that she got a hit on that the other day, when, of course, we were talking about, in my last video, we were talking about that I was told, way before Christmas that I had to watch this. I sort of ignored it. You know how when your angels and guides give you a suggestion and you just sort of ignore it. And then it came back again over and over and over again. So I finally watched it all through that Thanksgiving and before Christmas. And then we got up to the point in this where Don Corleone, or the mafia family, they were going into they were doing some church stuff. His daughter wanted to do some church stuff. She wanted to keep it nonprofit. Of course, it became for profit. And then the other family members, not the family tree members, wanted in on it. And then that started the big fight. And that was, where the demise started. And then, and so that was with the Pope and the meetings with in the church and with the bishops and everything. And so now, when the Pope passed away, and I thought, oh my gosh, now here we go. What's happening next? And we get a Pope, and then he's from America, and then he's picked the name of Leo, and my dream was in the time of Leo. My dream, my 8/16/24 dream was in the time of Leo, and he's Leo the 14th. I'm like, oh my gosh, this is another sign. So I'm just really looking more for more sequence of events. So we're going to ask about that today. I need to write that down. We'll look for another sign, another clue from our guides that we're getting closer. To this organization going down. Okay, so we're going to do that. And then we're going to, I do remember doing readings in the past several months about would we have you guys post on the community page. I try to do your, oh, thank you, Catherine. That's very sweet of you. I'm so grateful for when you post questions. It helps me so much. I'm very grateful that you're all here, but when you do everything by yourself, and run your home and everything, and then you throw a pet that's not doing that great in there too. So, she's doing fine. She's going to be all right. But anyway, it's hard to remember everything, and it's hard to remember all the questions. And if I haven't said thank you enough, I just really want to say thank you for taking the time to post on the community page. It makes it so much more fun and enlightened. I get to know what you're thinking about, and it really helps with the questions. Okay, so we're going to ask about, I had read on infrastructure problems, and if there would be like an attack or infrastructure attack, and I do remember getting that we would. And when it came to the weather, I kept getting water. So we'll ask about a few things like that. We're going to really get into the infrastructure thing. We're going to find out, is it internet? Because Newark air traffic controllers had another blackout today. It didn't last very long, but still, this is now, to me, if I was in charge of that airport, I would say, that's it. We're closed. We're done. No more, right? Until this is fixed, no one's life is going to be endangered or in jeopardy by flying in or out of this airport. This is pretty simple stuff, right? If this keeps happening, how many, clearly by the angels, you know what I'm saying. Not that the other people were not helped by the angels. I'm just saying that we've been blessed so far with these blackouts, and this needs to stop. We just need to secure that airport. It just needs to stop. You can't do that. It's crazy. It's crazy. That is cray. All right, so we're going to ask. We'll get started on some of these other ones. Let's start off with something icky. Marjorie Taylor Greene. She's the antithesis of ick, right? She is the ick. All right. So I've always seen before that, thank you, Miss Beth. I've always seen before that Marjorie Taylor Greene would remove herself, that she would leave, that she also has would get the, literal, the 8 of cups, like Biden did. And so, did you see her with the gavel the other day, you guys? She's losing it. She's losing it. She's afeared. All right, she's banging that gavel. She's gonna build up her gavel muscle so she can, never mind. Anyway, is she about to leave Congress soon? Marjorie Taylor Greene. My bell. I'm going to try to take a small walk. I've been out watering the plants too because I got to help with a few new plants. That was a while back. All right. But we're in a severe drought. All right. Now, Marjorie Taylor Greene. Thank you, Square Peg. I've missed you. I've missed everybody. All right. She is still trying to get someone to help her. She's looking for a handout. She is really looking for a leg up, and she isn't getting it. They don't have faith in her. They do not have faith in her. So she didn't receive something previously that she requested or wanted. She didn't receive the attention. She's trying to invent something, create something, say, I'll help you with this if you help me with this, but it's on its side. I think she gets X'd out here. All right, she still wants to be in the limelight. She's going to find a way to be in the limelight here. Her boyfriend's going to help her because he's on Newsmax or something like that. And then she gets the analysis paralysis card. Here, there is an offer for her, but there are two men, I think, that are going to work on removing her, maybe helping her get to another kind of business or something. But let's just ask if she's finished in Congress now. Is MTG finished in Congress now this year? Is she going out? Oop. She's getting an offer. She's going to say someone really wanted her to come work somewhere or something. This is just like we saw for a long time that Matt Gaetz would go be on a TV show, and he went. So our guys were very thorough about that one. It got scary, though. All right, MTG. Is she done? Is this the year when she's out? They vote her out. They move her out. They get her out. She gets an offer she can't refuse. Yeah, you know, her boyfriend is going to try to help her get something maybe with that. She's not in the chariot anymore. Something, again, in the time of Leo, with the strength card here. She gets an offer. She thinks she can take over another female seat. She might look at that. Boebert might try to troll her, and Loomer is definitely going to troll her. Thank you, Susan B. Aw, thank you for Zinni. Yeah. And when it happens quickly. So we don't wish her any ill will, but there are sudden changes for her. She's going to shift her focus and realize that the grass is greener. For her, the grass is greener on the other side of the street, so she's going to go somewhere else. I still think that she's going to get in trouble for her escapades in that war room and the meetings that went on. I still think back from 2020, I still think she's going to get in trouble for that. But all right, let's ask about the new Pope. Yeah, we want justice to be served, right? We absolutely do. So Square Peg asked, what will be the legacy of the new Pope Leo XIV? Will there be a defining moment in his service? He's from a south suburb of Chicago, so am I. And his brother lives in the neighboring town north of me in Port Charlotte. It's so crazy. It's just cool. I'm not Catholic. My mother was Catholic. They let me choose, y'all. They knew I had issues. Okay. I kept waking up in the middle of the night. Believe me, they knew I had big issues. Okay. All right. Pope Leo. What will be the legacy? Oh, freeing the slaves of bondage. Freedom. And the removal of fear. There are strengths in numbers, I just heard. Freedom from bondage. Bringing people together after a separation. It's going to be a powerful speaker. His speeches will be recorded for many, many years. I have no idea how many years. He's a fighter. He won't give up. So tenacity. I heard the word tenacity. He's going to work with the people who are oppressed and downtrodden and try to help them find reasons for joy and freedom. Yeah, this is turning away, being able to escape the things, that helping people find new places. And let's see if he's going to be really successful. He will pilgrimage. He will go to lands where people are feeling oppressed and stuck or enslaved with that devil card, and try to bring about put a clear vision into this. He tries to bring clear sight to where there is confusion by the Two of Swords and the eclipse here in the Eight of Cups. So let's look to see, will he be seen as a very successful Pope? Will Pope Leo XIV be seen as a successful Pope? And I think he's going to try to help people have the vision that they need, that they're not stuck, that there's a way out, even when things look bleak in the Devil card and the Five of Cups, that there's two cups standing and that is working together. That's literally the Two of Cups, the Ace and the Two, so that's the two people working together to overcome those, and that, all is not lost. And we get the Leo card. Strength, compassion, grace, patience, and perseverance. He can't take on too many things. That is his Achilles heel. He'll need to delegate. He's a Virgo. I have a Virgo moon. It's not easy to delegate because sometimes we think we can just do things quicker, better, faster. He will bring about change, but he does. There are some things in there with some Catholic people that are not real crazy about some of the things that he says, whether that's about gay marriage or what. I have no idea what this is, but he can step in it. Believe me, he can really make a snafu. wants to try to help children. He may have a medical issue as well. And then he might not be able to complete some of his duties. But he will get help, and he'll be part of a help. He has vision. So I think in the end he's successful. But man, this is a hard row to hoe. He really picked a difficult time to do this. And some of them even though we see him as compassionate, others can see him as stern or opinionated or something. So he has to be very careful when he's bringing about change. He's got to bring other people in. He can't do everything on his own. He needs the team, and he will need team builders. If he does that, he'll be successful. But he's going to hit some snafus here. And there's going to be more problems with secrets, with littles in the church. There's going to be more issues coming up. And I don't know how he's going to deal with that. So this is stuff that, it's not gone and in the past forever. So there's going to be issues with that. He needs to put together a team to investigate those things. So, but the Three of Pentacles is a success card. Okay. Let's see. Just Me Hawaii asks, there were recent complaints. Hey, Amy Gump, new member. Woohoo! I have your email, but I just need to remind myself to put you on the list. Welcome to the group. All right. The ICC has a recent complaint filed by the Human Rights First accusing DJT of violating the Constitution and the laws of the United States. How will the outcome of this complaint affect Trump? Will it have any legs? Human Rights First accuses DJT of violating the Constitution and laws of the United States. How will the outcome of this complaint affect Trump? There's breaking news on the TV that says Newark Mayor Ras Baraka has been arrested amid protest at ICE facility. I didn't know you couldn't protest at an ICE facility. Okay, so at least they didn't send those people to Libya. That plane didn't leave. They got off the buses, onto the plane, and they didn't leave. I think there were only 15 of them. They were of Asian descent, mostly from Laos, the Philippines, Vietnam. Judgment is on its side. It's sort of tempered by something. There's waiting. There's waiting, more waiting. And we're just lost thinking there's just never going to be any answer for this. But then there's the Queen of Swords. I do think this comes up. I do think it comes up. It will be a part of the end of his chapter with the World card. Let's just go ahead and look at him. Who asked what was going on with him for the next 2 weeks? M. Martin asked, what does the next 2 weeks hold for felon 47? Felon 45. The next 2 weeks. Is it all song and dance, or Gulf and flights? Or will it be problematic? Thank you, Jolly. No, Libya did not say no. They were willing to receive them, and it was going to be very bleak indeed. But the people who were representing some of those 15 Asian captives, I guess through some of their immigration moves, had hearings or something. Some of them already had people fighting for them, and they filed an immediate injunction, something. It got stopped. That just happened like 2 days ago. Remember to celebrate every day like it's your birthday, right? Because we're vertical and we're up here. All right, there's a problem with one of his kids, and he himself is not going to feel very well. And again, this is too much of something. We keep seeing 10 of the 9 of cups, 10 of wands, excess, more is not better. And he just doesn't understand that. So he's just going to, pile everything. He's just thinking, I'm going to go for more. I'm going to go for more. I'm going to go for more. And it catches up with him. Boy, he's going to be talking and squawking. He thinks he's going to have fun in the sun. He doesn't feel all that great, but he's pretty much having parties here. There is going to be one female that's going to try to give him a problem, that we're going to keep an eye on this Queen of Cups. And that usually comes up for Ivan. I think there's an issue with Ivanka, but I also think there's other females that are giving him problems. So he's going to be mad at females. This has been coming up recently quite a bit. So since we have 1400 in the house already, let's go, before we go on to the 3 days of darkness stuff, let's go ahead and ask, what is the next? Guides and angels, let's really ring this bell and ask them, please, guides and angels, show us what we need to know. What is the sign? Thank you for the Godfather sign. Thank you for the Pope sign and the Catholic religion and the sequence of events in Pope Leo. And now let's see. And the jealousy meter went way off the chart when he found out there was going to be an American Pope, because he is no longer considered the highest American of holding a position, is he? So that's driving him. It's driving him and MAGA crazy. They're going to try to find the dirt on him. They're going to look everywhere. He's not liking that, not one bit. All right. What is the next clue? Or part, what's the next event? What is the next event? We did get that something was going to happen. 2 of those. We got something was going to happen. I thought first it was going to be on like our next holiday, like Memorial Day or something like that. And then they let me know that I was confused, that I wasn't seeing right with the 7 of Cups, that it was going to be another country's holiday. So we will get something with that, but let's ask, what event are we looking for? What sign are we looking for that will help us understand that's the next step to the demise of this current lawless administration? Face plants. All right. Who do we know is going to face plant? Pam Bondi. All right. We also need to ask about RFK. Forgot Jr. Forgot him. And Kash Patel. We're going to ask about them. Charlie Kirk. We got the face plant, right? The Charlie Kirk, the jerk that runs that big pro-man, what is it? Oh, you guys help me. I can't think of it right this second. You know what I'm talking about. All right. So, okay. So there is okay. There's another state that needs help that requests help from Trump, and they're denied from FEMA. So you know that the Arkansas Governor Huckabee has written 2 letters, one that went completely public for explicit asks for help to rebuilding after the devastating tornadoes that just happened there months ago, and been denied. All right. North Carolina governor denied for not Milton, but Helene that went in there for, and this is just picking up the rest of the, when there's things that destroy, they come through with those giant, the big giant uh, double trucks with crane lifts and all kinds of, they have these big arms that just pick up pieces of building that takes them away, and just denied. And even in Georgia, Kemp was denied. So there was going to be another request for help, and it will be denied. That's something that we're going to look at. I really need to keep notes on this. So the next clue will be another or an action of denial of assistance. And then there's going to be some people face planting. So that's Charlie Kirk. What's the name of his association, that the fake Christian? Okay, so face plant. Charlie Kirk, Noam, Bondi. We're going to ask about Bondi today. Turning Point. Thank you, Melissa. Turning Point will survive, but they'll be hit really hard. But Charlie Kirk's going down. I'm not going to forget that, and I'm not going to read on him again. All right, so there are people here that need assistance that are not going to get it, right? Because this is the assister. This is the person who cares enough about you, that just cares for your welfare and wants to help you get to a place that's calm and serene, where there's food and help, and that's just not here. If it's on its side, the challenge is to help make it happen. It isn't happening here. That could be with U.S. aid. That could be a specific country where something has recently come to a halt, or where there's been increased numbers of death, right? There's been death and a huge change. So something was cut off, change, stopped. That's what this has already happened to them. So that part of this sequence for them has already started to occur. And I believe it was the coinage with this. And they could have taken out the top, would have been a dark-haired female who they took out the top of who was ever the head of that organization. Secret. Everything becomes too much. It's too much to handle. It's too many irons in the fire. Instead of organizing and picking their battles, they've just chosen so many things that things will just start to decay and fall apart. Or not decay, but they'll just fall apart. They've dug a hole. They tried to grab onto too many things. here's the end of that chapter that gets Trump. That takes him out. So it's just his wish. He wants too much. He goes over the top. It's too many things, too many irons in the fire. You're just going to, where the news is just going to be so much that we say we can't even cover all of these topics. And he messes up. He makes a huge mistake. He makes a huge error. Now, this is travel. There's also the sign of Cancer, which is June, right? June, the end of May. Oh, we're already here. Okay, the end of May into June. So it's going to happen in these. So this starts to happen in these next 8 weeks. So, well, next 4 weeks. More soon than that. We have the full moon in Scorpio on Monday, and then what day does Cancer or Taurus, Gemini, May, June, July. It's the end of June that Cancer starts. So this is just, it's too much. They're over their heads. So people face plant that have taken up, like people like Kash Patel. We're going to ask about that too. Noam couldn't even answer questions the other day, and Bonnie just lies. So I think I will take a screenshot of this so I can work on this. And a lot of gossip, a lot of lies, and it's just too much. It's over the top. And somehow, maybe it's the military parade. Let me see here. This is the next step. I didn't see that there was going to be. All right, let's see. What else? Let's do one more spread on this. They went into too many places. They've tapped too many resources. They've touched too many people. They've just gone bonkers. It's all way too much. Okay, that they stumble. And then there's something here with military or police. Okay. So the outcome card was the Chariot, which is either the travel, military, or police. Cars, military, or police. Cars, military, or police. All right, can we have another? Guides and angels, help me see it another way, clearly. Help everybody here to see it. Treatment of Asian and Mexican migrants that they tried to deport to Libya. That's what it. I thought they were all Asian, but I guess there were Mexican ones on there too. Mexican people on there as well. Okay, there will be another immigration issue, of course. This is my internet card, and they're really putting the screws. They're doing the Godfather mafia thing to make the other countries purchase Starlink and use Starlink. Now, of course, we want, we would like to have people use, American things. But they're putting the screws to people for this. So follow that thread, more about Starlink. Being bullied into the utilization, making a deal of Starlink. Now we're getting somewhere. All right, and then there's this family celebration. So Starlink, bullying, and then a celebration. All right, but then we have a tower. This is us. We're falling apart. Then another card of travel. I wonder if that's more air traffic controllers. Things that can't see. That will just go on FMLA. All right, so watch for that too. More air traffic controllers going on family leave. I also think this will be summer travel issues. All right. We're trying to put it all together. Thanks for bearing with me. Thanks for letting me write it all down. Something comes to a complete stop. All right. And they may even say, we may let medicines come into your country if you use Starlink. We'll let medicines come into your country if you use Starlink. All right, now. MAGA Mike. Trump is telling them to tax the wealthy. You know that didn't come from Miller. They're trying to take that away from the Democrats so that they can't squawk about that or use it as an excuse to go along with this bill. But let's look at the future of Speaker MAGA Mike Johnson, Mr. Elf on the Shelf. The future of his speakership. If you're new here, please hit the like button and subscribe so you can be part of our group. Thank you so much. Okay. He will be part of the ending of that chapter. He is in trouble. People are going to make a decision about him in the time of Gemini. There's a lot coming up, you guys. There is a lot coming up. And I just feel like even Trump will still be sitting there in his buffo-toed smile, there's going to be some things crumbling down around him. MAGA Mike can't get done what he wants to get done. He can't get the chapter. Loss, disappointment, discouraged. He can't get some people to give him what he wants. He's trying to hold on to the control. He'll be by himself. But then he may say, I need to go spend more time with my family. But I think he's headed for some problems. He'll have some little measures of victory here, but I don't think he's going to be able to keep this. Whatever he's hanging on to is short-lived. I'm just going to leave it at that. Because the world card was on its side, so he can't accomplish what he was. The 10 of Cups as an outcome card doesn't equal that world card. All right, let's see. What else do we have here? Pam Bondi. Is she going to face plant soon? No one will be left at Fox News except Jesse Waters. Pam Bondi face planting soon. She isn't going to be. She will not be able to handle. She can't handle it now. If I was Kristi Noem, just because she's on the faceplant list too, I would be so concerned about karma after she did that cosplay and posing for those pictures in front of all of those people who were, oh God, I just can't, can you even imagine? All right, she is very ungrounded and very unstable. She doesn't like that. She doesn't like what she's having to deal with. She is not happy. This woman is not happy. That could be the blonde, the light-haired woman that's going to give him trouble. Let's go with Pam Bondi. I like that. She did not ask for some of this. She wanted the title. She wanted the prestige. She's sad. She's having a problem with one of her own, somebody else in her family. She's taken a hit to her self-esteem. I don't think she likes how she appears when she does these TV shows. Even though she's attractive, she doesn't, her self-esteem is in the can. All right, now she gets a boost, and this is a birthday card. Do we know Pam Bondi's birthday? Maybe this is Trump's birthday. She is going to have a victory with something first before things go kaflooey. She's going to make a deal with somebody. So hopefully we're able to get some of these people back and out. All right, let's do one more on her. This is a decision. She's going to go over the top. Remember, they're all going for too much, and it goes over the top. How soon will she be out or take her face plant? Pam Bondi, Attorney General. How soon will she? Is she Scorpio? She's not equipped. November 17th. Okay. Okay. That would be a bad Scorpio. I'm a good Scorpio. I'm like a level 4 Scorpio. I'm not a level 4. What does that even mean? I have a stellium in Scorpio. All right. How soon will her job fail? Pam Bondi, Attorney General. Yeah, she isn't. This is a plan that she's working on, and then everything is just, they have too many balls in the air. It isn't tenable. The plan that they've devised isn't tenable. So they're already on shaky ground. Now, she will still have some sort of a win coming up here, but she will be willing to make a deal. Okay, here's some of the 3 other women that are going to give her a problem. And then she's going to be judged. Here's her card of Leo again. And then she goes into analysis paralysis. Oh, wait, that's okay. She's struggling, and then it will happen. So they're saying she's going to be judged quickly, is basically what this is saying. So it's right around the corner. This is a quick card. It's one of the most quick. So it isn't in the next few days, but it isn't far behind. And this is because all the plans that they've put together they can't juggle them all. All right. Let's go ahead and throw the other face plant in there. I know we got some, let's go on to the infrastructure, but let's ask about, is Noam going, Kristi Noem. Kristi Noem going down anytime soon. Oh, we have to ask about Kash Patel too, but Kristi Noem, is she going down anytime soon? All right, she's hanging with the wrong crowd. She's getting paid from some Russian affiliate. That's going to come up. Her connections will be, maybe she'll even go on their TV. She's part of the group that just can't handle it all. Sometimes she doesn't want to be a part of this. She's going to go play. She's going to go cosplay again, and that's going to get her into trouble. There's a financial deal. And she's going to be implicated with this other queen as well. Secrets come out. So I think it's in the heat of the summer here as well. So I don't think we're far. It may take her a little bit longer to fall. Okay. I think Bondi stumbles first. All right, let's see. Now let's look at this infrastructure. Oh, Kash Patel, damn it. He goes around he's cosplaying wearing a badge for something he didn't achieve. He didn't go through training like the other FBI agents. And so there's unrest in the jungle. So how does he do on his job? RFK. And so Kash Patel first. We're just going through these. We're going to get a clear idea of what's going on. Kash Patel, his future with the FBI. Is he going down soon or not? He's taking bribes. He's not working. He's not doing the work. Okay, and they're saying you're getting paid and you're not doing this. You're on show. You're attending all these things with this female. This is a karmic move, a karmic time in his life, and so let's look for him to crash first. Okay, he's going to crash first. He's judged, crashes, and it will happen very quickly. Okay, so Patel's out first. All right. This is so huge. This is like an earthquake underneath his feet. Okay. He may even have a visitor. I don't know. That looked really bad. That looked really bad for him. All right. We don't wish anyone ill will, but we do want justice. All right. What about RFK Jr.? He's causing problems. He's not as verbal, but still causing problems. What about his future in this administration? Is he going to stumble, attempting to get his hands into too many things? RFK Jr. He just doesn't know what he's doing. He's daydreaming about what he wants to do. He has no basis or theory or process. He wants to be the star. He doesn't feel like he's the star anymore. He wants to be the star. He's pie in the sky, dreams. Who's this? Avril? What's her name? Avril Haines. Are we ever going to get anything from her? Her reports? There's a dark-haired woman that's going to give RFK Jr. a big old fight. He's going to have a big fight. He can't do what he wants to do. Then he may actually come out on top. He may actually even a blind squirrel will find a nut, a lucky nut. Not a Howard Nutlick. All right. Someone may actually give him a hand. Someone may feel sorry for him and give him a hand. He gets into a big squabble and then he comes out with something. He may have he's not out of there yet. All right. Let's ask about the infrastructure. Last time I asked, that I can remember, we did see a problem with infrastructure. So let's just start out with that. Oh, good. I'm glad I saved it till the end because we have 2,000 in the room. Woohoo! Thank you. I've only had 2,000 of you guys with me one other time, I think, that I can remember. That's really great. That makes my day, you guys. That really helps me feel better. Okay. Does the U.S. have an infrastructure outage? Something go down and outage within the next 3 months? Someone cut security or cut the watch person of a certain area, and so there isn't security, so someone's able to get in. You know, like when you're not paying attention, you're not following the rules because someone was too concerned about saving money. All right, and then so this is people that makes people not have what they need. Oh, I wanted to ask about Avril. All right, this is deceptive endeavors and intrusion. You're not seen because there's no one to see you there. All right, there it is. Okay, so this is a yes, you guys, because I've got the sneaky Pete and the moon, someone whose sole goal is to disrupt our infrastructure. All right, they've been waiting and biding their time until the watch is lax. All right, and they have a plan. And it isn't one person. It's people working together. So it's at least 3. Okay, so this is a yes. This is definitely a yes. I can't take pictures of all of this. I'm going to have to go back to snapshots of this on the screen. This is definitely a yes. And we're being surveilled right now. I don't want to scare anyone, and this isn't hyperbolic. I don't want you to be afraid because I think we're going to be okay. I'm just letting you know that someone is doing recon and watching, and they're going to sneak in when someone is either not watching or eating, or someone's been removed, or the amount of people that aren't normally watching, and so the problem happens. Okay. All right, now let's find out which kind of infrastructure. We already know there's a problem with the internet with Newark. Let's see. Will it be our internet that goes down for 3 days, or a length of an unusual amount of time? Will it be the internet that goes out for an unusual amount of time? A wide outage. Okay, that's a yes. Wow, this is. I wonder if this is going to be around where the Pope is first. I don't think he's in danger, you guys. We read on him. This is a yes. And it could be causing other places to have an outage, say, so Starlink is more dependable. You should partner up with us. We can bully you into joining our government with this. Look, we've got this beautiful Starlink system. This will never happen to you again. Come on over to the Starlink side. So this is a yes, but I don't think this is just in the United States. And I just think they're going to try to get Starlink in more areas of the United States. Did I ask specifically about the United States? Okay. Definite infrastructure was a yes, but that was caused by someone else, and it was towards the United States. What happens to the internet? I'll ask these. I'll shoot through these. I know we're at time, you guys, but I have to finish this. I can't go into the weekend without it. It'll drive me crazy. Okay. Will we have an internet outage here in the United States? I got the 9 of Swords. Will we have an internet outage here in the United States that lasts for quite some time? That lasts for quite some time. In the next 3 months in the United States. Will that be the main problem? Will it be internet? There's our Leo card again. We have to go try to help somebody else. Yes, but it comes back on. So does this infrastructure thing cause the United States harm? What does it do to citizens like you and I? What does this infrastructure attack do to citizens like you and I? We help each other, causes a problem, adversity after, victory after, it causes adversity. We might not be able to watch TV stars, so maybe it's cable or an electric. This is a luxury for us. It causes a huge delay, and it causes us to have to give up something. So we spend more time with our littles or family. So, all right, it's a delay, and giving something up. And people might not be able to see family or something. All right, does something bad happen to the electricity grids in the United States of America in the next 3 months? Something happened to the electrical grid in the United States in the next 3 months. What happens to the... I realized I didn't have a pack of regular playing cards, so I put those on my list. When Milton came through, the last hurricane that we had this past season, my friend crystal teacher Tammy came and stayed. She and her husband and their dog Jasper came. Molly. Okay. Electric. This is more about water. Internet again. Nothing crazy with electric. Could be some disruptions. But all right, what about our water? What about our water? Our aquifers, our water, storage places, our water usage, our ability to have clean water. Is there going to be a problem with our water? Not good reports on waters. And they're removing people who do some of the reporting. Did you hear that in FEMA, they disbanded the door-to-door search? They're not going to do door in disaster areas? What the hell is that? Thank you, Kay. That's very sweet of you. They have to put a team together to do water. There's not enough of something in there, and we're okay with water though. Difficult. There's going to be a problem with water, but it's not like what we got for the actual infrastructure question and internet. Okay. Let's ask if banking ATMs or wait. All right, let's just wait. Is our water system safe for the next 3 months? Is our water system safe? You have to make a decision. Again, watchdogs are gone. There's too much of something in the water. We're all right, though. There could be a delay with water, too. But if electric goes down or internet goes down, then they can't run some of the substations, so there could be a delay with water as well. So make sure you have water. Make sure you have batteries. Make sure you have board games and cards and puzzles. And when we had Hurricane Ian here, we couldn't even take a shower. Couldn't flush your toilet. You couldn't take a shower. It was 2 weeks of stinky neighbors, stinky loving neighbors, and 5 million shingles of roofs everywhere. I'm not exaggerating. All right. All right. So will our banking systems be safe or not? If our banking systems be safe or not? I think your water is safe because I didn't get the tower or anything like that. It says just, use filter if you can, do some jugs or if you have to, I just use a picture with the Brita in there. Our banks will have a few issues. I mean, our numbers, we're going to have to do a whole show on what happened to our personal identifications, our personal information. You might not be able to get to your money if you're traveling, so there could be some problems with travel with money. That can make a lot of people pissed off. We're going to be okay. Basically, what I'm getting is that it's a delay, but it's purposeful. And, if you hack places like Comcast or CenturyLink or Hotspot or whatever it is that, then people would be forced to use Starlink, wouldn't they? People, maybe that's where they're saying people may have to suffer a little bit. Right? Starts to make sense to me. All right. Okay. Is there anything worse than the infrastructure that we have to worry about in the next let's just ask about 30 days. Trying to get a very clear idea of what's going on here. I have to let you guys go. Is there anything over and above infrastructure that will cause havoc in our lives, tumult in our lives in the next 30 days that's over and above the top? More government actions. Biden's going to talk more, you guys. Start listening to what he's saying. This is a yes. Like, we're already in it. And there will be some people moving on to heaven. There will be the ending of some other institutions, and there's going to be fallout from things that Doge shut down. This is huge. So where they have cut security or watchdogs, there's going to be huge fallout in those areas for people who report the goings on or the numbers or seismologists or NOAA or this. So it's because the departments have been cut. And there could also be illness that is caused by this or caused, oh boy, got it. So, okay, so this is a yes. So it's even over and above what's going on with the infrastructure. Excuse me. I bit my lip, and then you know how when you bite it, and then you have to bite it again just for good measure, or 2 or 3. All right, so there could be an attempt here on somebody. I'm getting an attempt to unalive someone. I'm getting an attempt. That's what I'm getting here in the next 30 days. All right, this is really bad. And then, you know, the bullying and then the ending of some. So it's, all right, so now let's have, I know I missed some questions. I'll come back. Maybe, I know the kids are having me over for breakfast. Maybe I can go live with Jen Lynn. No, that would be Sunday, Mother's Day. I'll try to come back before. We'll see what happens. Okay. All right, what do our guides and angels want us to know most for the next few days in front of us? Okay. Don't worry about the next 30 because we're just going to worry about getting to the next reading or the next few days ahead of us. For Mother's Day weekend, what do you and I need to know from our guides and angels? What's the best thing we can do? And you know it's going to start with stocking your pantry. We'll try to get to some of the weather questions. Yeah, and FEMA assistance has been denied, even to Huckabee in Arkansas after all those tornadoes. Okay, so get some water on hand, of course, but they also want us to pay attention to guard our emotions, guard our heart. Some of us may go have a communion wafer that the dove is carrying here. Some people may go to church over this weekend, and we'll be giving a helping hand. We're trying to help someone else that's gone through a difficulty. All right. So there are some things that have already been implemented by Spirit. Apparently, we've already started this transition because the death card is here to the left of this Celtic cross. Please get your rest as well. Get your rest, say your prayers, because prayers work, but also play. Okay? People are going to take it over the top, and then we're going to watch it crumble. Get the things stopped. Don't go crazy, because this can be too much. You don't have to get 59 tubes of toothpaste or Triscuits or Cheez-Its or whatever your favorite cracker is. What's going to happen is going to happen here. We just need to have some of the things that we need. Oh, I forgot to ask about prescription meds. Do make sure you don't have to stock up on that too. You have enough. There's going to be some problems, and the sequence of events has started. Please don't take things too emotionally. Too personally. Don't go overboard in getting the things that you need for yourself. Don't be overly emotional. Avoid emotional swings and stay present by finding things to be grateful for. Share. If you feel like do something to help someone else. Sweep off your neighbor's driveway or gather up their leaves or do whatever, I mean, there are leaves here because we have in a drought. Well, until Monday. Okay, so just reach out and help each other. Don't just think about yourself here. So celebrate each day as it's your birthday. Don't go overboard on emotions or eating. Don't eat your feelings. Don't eat your feelings here. All right, I'm going to do one more because I'm getting all these sad feelings. So just hang on a second. What else? Help me tell them everything's going to be okay. At least 11 federal judges that ruled against Trump are facing threats and harassment. There's just a tremendous amount of bullying going on. Is everything going to be, we're going to be okay? Let's have fun. Let's remember to go to the park, bring your drawing things, take a PBJ, have an ice cream cone. Don't go overboard in collecting things for yourself, though. Sometimes the 9 of Cups is good, but sometimes it's overboard. You could overreact and your emotions. So there could be some real emotional waves going on there. And the best way to stay out of those is to be present. And if you feel yourself sliding down into negativity, then give thanks that you have the ability to have running water, that you have 2 arms that move, that you have 2 legs that move, that your heart is pumping blood for you, that your liver is cleaning toxica. Start with your own body, because there are some people that don't have what you have. That's a good place to start. Thank you, Kiki Love. Thank you so much. That's very sweet of you. All right, yeah, we just have to boost our self-esteem and believe in things that are unseen. This is one of the only church windows. We had that 4 in that last, we may have to watch this video again. And the 4 of Swords is the other. So this is we have both church windows here. So it's going to be really important that we focus on our faith and believing in things that are unseen, because that's the Kabbalah in the stained glass window. The thieves are going to thieve. Don't get stuck. Figure out what your top 3 things, because we could overanalyze. Figure out what your top 3 things are to achieve and achieve them. Don't worry about the bad people. We're going to be okay. Emotions could be all over the place, and there's going to be some big decisions. The most important thing that we have to do is take care of our own health, our emotional and physical well-being. That's where we're going to start right now. We're not going to overdo it in any area. Pick out a few things to do, and then pick out a few things you want to have fun with, right? Keep it balanced. Okay, there's going to be some crazy stuff in the how can that even happen over the weekend? All right, so we're all good. We're all good. Remember that you create, and what you send out comes back. So if you say, I know I'm going to be okay no matter what happens, I know I have the universe provides for everything that I need. It always has, it always will. We're all going to be fine. All right? Much love to you. And just avoid the emotional roller coaster by staying on the gratitude train. Be present. Don't go back on the past, and don't go too far in the future. Okay. All right. Thank you so much. Thank you for the super chats. Thank you, SquarePug, for posting the questions. I really appreciate it. Thanks for letting me go over. I went really over, but I felt like we needed to get to the bottom of this 3-day thing. I don't think it's going to be that long. I don't think so. It just looked like a delay to me. Okay. All right. So take care of you, and I'll see you soon. I'll post if I'm going to come back on like Sunday or something.